In The Chosen Season 5, Jesus and his disciples eventually make it to Jerusalem in time for the much-anticipated Last Supper. In Entry, the opening episode, we see the Messiah ride into the city on a donkey, fulfilling an old prophecy. A large portion of the audience cheered him on with chants of appreciation and love. John the Apostle and Mary Magdalene notice something sad in their leader's attitude despite the town's exuberant mood. A mysterious person in a cloak continues to record every action of the developing ministry while Jesus instructs his followers. Warning: spoilers! Jesus gets to Jerusalem. Jerusalem is in the distance as Jesus and his followers continue their journey. As they wait for the Son of David to return, they can hear the jubilant chanting and festivities coming from the door. However, this happiness is not shared by the Pharisees of the city, especially a wary Yusuf. They warn him that he will only die if he enters Jerusalem on a donkey and claims the title of King of the land, as prophesied. The act will be interpreted by the Roman Empire as a challenge to their authority, and they will swiftly send Jesus to his execution. Even though the Messiah insists that he is not looking for a material crown or title, he yet chooses to move forward. The happy multitude was thus the Pharisees. Yusuf leaves the celebrations at first, but he later returns to the gathering wearing simple clothing. I am eager to listen to his talks. The moment has come, he tells the congregation, for him to be recognized as the Son of Man. He ought to pray to the Father for salvation. Only a select handful are able to hear my divine voice. Mary and John start to worry about what will happen to Jesus. B metaphor: some people have wondered why he came to Jerusalem. He talks about the threats posed by clerics and local authorities on a regular basis. F into the ground prior to fruit production. NR, a maze of intricacies and analogies. They do not know it, but in a few days, when they preside over the Last Supper, Jesus will make clear to them the reason behind his actions. Nevertheless, nothing has changed. However, Mary Magdalene and John the Apostle notice the minor characteristics and grow suspicious of their Messiah. The former, in particular, talks about Jesus' choice to enter the city through the gates designated for lamb sacrifices and the consequences for his destiny. Jesus leaves in the meantime after giving his companions instructions to preach the ministry's message across the city prior to Passover. He attends a celebration of a young couple's wedding as a result of his travels. For a little while, he can interact anonymously, but the audience soon recognizes him. He therefore leaves soon after, although not before wishing the couple luck in their union. Jesus gets ready for what lies ahead. Going forward shortly after departing from the wedding celebrations and exploring the city, Jesus had a vision that has followed him throughout Jerusalem ever since. He observes bleeding tracks leaking from the city walls. Leads him to a comprehensive vision of the town's future. He visualizes Roman armies razing temples and streets, killing every citizen while their houses burn down all around them. He then goes back to his ministry, which Joanna, the Roman palace staffer, has furnished with an opulent residence. W returned to Lazarus' home after taking his mother and sisters out of Jerusalem. I appreciate you watching.